Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from Edison, New Jersey, bringing to you the first round in the NJSIAA Non-Public A South Ladies Basketball Playoffs, featuring the Lady Trojans of St. Thomas Aquinas taking on the visiting Irish of Camden Catholic. The Trojans are the number 7 seed. They're facing off against the number 10 seed Camden Catholic. We have our starting lineups. Number 13, Dylan Serino, a freshman. Number 35, Sarah Johnson. Number 3, Susie Ndandi. Number 15, Annalie Maldonado. And number 23, Abby Paulini. We will be joined by the best play-by-play guy this side of the Edison Bridge, Mark Fiore, shortly. Here to give you the starting lineups for the Lady Trojans is my man to my left, Father Keith.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Almost evening. And the starting lineup for the Trojans of St. Thomas Aquinas. Number 2, Akia Baker, Jr. At guard, today wearing number 20, Madison Ruddy. Megan Herka, number 23. And number 1, Kelsey Ransom. And number 3, Emma Bosses. Today's game will go on, play on Friday, March 6th.
I think Bishop Eustace was what I heard, and just for you fans at home, Non-Public A South in women's basketball in New Jersey is the cream of the crop. If you can make your way out of this murderer's row of team featuring state powerhouses like Our Lady Trojans and the big bad St. John Vianney Lancers, you're really going to have a shot in the Tournament of Champions final. And I know that's the goal for the Lady Trojans. They're coming in hot, coming off a GMC County Championship where they were led by Emma Boslett and Kelsey Ransom. They've been the 2 leading scorers all year, Boslett averaging 17, Ransom averaging 13 a game. And from what I saw, I wasn't able to watch it live. I watched a replay on the internet, and I was really impressed with the play of Megan Herka, especially in the beginning of the game. Lots of rebounds, lots of second chance points, and if the Trojans are going to have success in the state playoffs, they're going to need a lot of that.
I was there, Paige. It was fantastic. It really took the game over again. It really, both the boys and the girls. The boys, please stay with us today because the boys are going to be coming on right after the girls, starting at 7 o'clock tonight. But both games were handled quite easily. For the most part, I was not really nervous. Did not give me a heart attack. It's a good game, but solid by all players now. And we're getting ready for the tip-off as Mr. Fiore comes rumbling, stumbling, bumbling down across the court.
And here we go.
And the tip-off.
Tip won by the Trojans. Looks like we got to travel early. Herka wasn't able to get that foot planted. And here he is as he gets set. Like I said before, the best play-by-play man this side of the Edison Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, as a great pass inside to 31.
And the Trojans get the rebounds up to Kelsey Ransom.
Here he is.
To Maddie Ruddy.
All right, Mr. Fiore.
That ball is going to go off of the Irish, and it will be Trojans ball. Still 0-0, 7:26 left to play in the first quarter. And our play-by-play man is here. Let us welcome.
Oh, you're doing a great job. Had a late start. Didn't know the game was going to start a couple minutes early tonight. Emma Boslett, what she does best, doesn't miss.
Yeah, can't leave her open. Trojans not pressing early, just man-to-man pressure.
Calling out, making the switches on defense, drives the baseline. Little block by Ransom, out of bounds. Camden Catholic will keep control.
This is one of the few teams you'll see that can match size with STA. Yet to see if they can match athleticism. But I was watching them warm up, and they can really shoot it out of the gym.
That was impressive.
And Kelsey Ransom doing what she does best. A steal, but a miss on the basket. Pull up. Nice job with the save.
Great save there by number 23, Abby Pellini, a senior.
Ransom down low to Herka. Nice move inside. We're going to get a foul there.
Yeah, as you were saying before, Vidge, coming in, seeing them shooting, it is taking that next step. You know? Counties are done.
Yep.
Now every game is going to be a dogfight.
And you can tell, we're 90 seconds into the game. Camden Catholic is not intimidated by the athleticism, by the record, by the Division I athletes the Trojans have, as the first free throw from Herka is good.
And you see it right off the bat, the basket that the Irish scored. It's not a typical thing that Aquinas gives up.
Games like this, state games, we're getting to the next level. It's going to be very important, those foul shots.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting the free ones. 4-2 Trojans.
Sereno has it in for Maldonado.
Setting the picks, they're picking, they're moving. Camden Catholic, here comes a three attempt. The miss, Baker with the rebound. Baker's going to drive right down the lane all the way, misses the layup.
It's two.
That's two wide open layups missed by the Trojans. Screening well. Camden Catholic looking to get open through the screens.
Passes over to Sereno over to Ridaldi. Back to
Another
Sereno.
screen.
Shot up by Johnson. No good.
Bosley with the rebound. Here come the Trojans. Real quick over to Ransom. Ransom kicks it out to Baker. Herka at the foul line. Good.
Megan Herka continuing her very, very good performance, trying to capitalize off that great performance in the county finals.
I'm sure she's really excited as she's going to Rutgers to get that wonderful win that the boys did last night against 9-seed Maryland.
And here's the turnover. Trojans defense causing some turnovers early.
It is time for madness. Some March Madness going on here.
Next week, will Rutgers get in is the question.
I think if they beat Purdue on the road, they're going to get in regardless of what happens in the Big Ten tournament.
With a turnover.
I think
Covered nice. Herka into Ransom. All around two. We're going to get an early TO. 4:47 left in the first quarter.
Yeah,
8-2
I agree with you, Rich. I think that they need to, just to feel comfortable, I do think they're in. They got to win either at Purdue or get one of those wins in the Big Ten tournament, just to prove, because one win away from home.
That road record is tough.
Yeah, as we take this time out, just so you know, our colleague here, Father Keith, is he's a Rutgers alumni, big supporter of Rutgers athletics. My St. John's Red Storm had a nice year last year, but they've come back down to earth, unfortunately, so not much to talk about there.
Well, you got the Big East tournament. Anybody can do it. Yeah.
That's all that matters, just like everything else. Who gets hot at the right time?
So here we go, 4:47 left in the first. Trojans holding on to an 8-2 lead.
Got to be in it to win it.
And this is where you see every loose ball, every rebound, the Trojans are looking to push, to try to get easy baskets. It's worked out. They've missed a couple easy ones, but playing their game so far.
Okay, and that is to
the drive. Nice. So we had a bounce turnover. Trojans take over. They're looking to move quick. Coach on the side saying go. Baker for three with the miss. Ransom with an offensive board and gets fouled. So they go to the line to shoot two.
And that's one of those differences. A lot of times, in the counties or other regular season games, that rebound is an easy rebound, and now it's contested. Now you got to make your free throws.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to for the ladies and the guys later on tonight. You're going to have to make contested shots. You're going to have to, draw some contact, make plays in the lane. I mean, this is playoff basketball.
As you move on, it's not going to get easier because these better teams, these higher-ranked teams, they're not going to make the mistakes. Ransom makes both. 10-2 Trojans.
Now the Trojans go into that press. And there's the deflected pass.
Oh, Ransom couldn't grab it, though.
They're ready for it.
Oh, Ruddy from behind with the steal. Ransom, haven't seen her shoot a shot from 3 all season. Baker with their offensive rebound. 2.
And Trojans are up again, looking to just build on that lead. It's now a 10-point lead with 4 minutes to go.
Paulini brings it up for the Irish. Paulini passes along to Maldonado.
He drives in.
Nice move by Maldonado. Maldonado, the leading scorer for Camden Catholic, averaging just over 12 points a game.
Ransom almost stolen, but picked it back up.
Also has 8 rebounds per game, too.
To Baker for 3. Good!
She's heating up.
Yep. Like I said, it's going to be same story, different verse. If the Trojans are hitting open jump shots, they're a tough team to beat.
Fast break. Missed the layup. Can't miss them.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration.
Lost it to Baker. Comes the layup. Miss. It's like the 4th open layup, and we're going to jump.
Jump ball. You see Baker a little bit frustrated with herself. She went up with the right instead of going up with the left there.
Right, and on the other side, Sarah Johnson, same thing.
Yep.
Where, again, they're feeling each other out. They're probably not used to those shots, those easy baskets being contested, too.
Thought we were going to get a foul call on Ruddy there, but instead we got the jump.
The refs let them play a little bit here early.
Ransom almost had that steal. Now the Trojans moving those feet, playing that relentless defense.
Serino over to Paulini.
Nice screen.
Paulini back to Johnson.
Oh, Basler with the steal. Up to Baker.
Nice body control there by Baker, getting herself to the right side of the basket.
Johnson has the ball, being guarded by Perka. Passes it off to Maldonado.
Drives the lane, and we're going to get a foul here, looks like, on Perka or Ruddy. I don't know which one got the hit first.
Nice ball fake there by Maldonado, taking it to the lane.
It's going to be on Ruddy, 20.
A little bit overzealous there by Ransom. I think you got to make somebody like Maldonado make a shot from out there before you're going to contest it.
I've been watching the last few games, Trojan games, being championship game, leading up to it. Emma Boslett, I feel, has taken her game. She's a scorer. She's the all-time school leader, boys, girls. But she has played such a all-around game lately with dishing, with steals, with rebounds. She's just showing what St. Joe's has to be so excited about getting. The complete game that she has shown.
Yeah, here we are. Trojans have a 12-point lead, 17-5. Almost 6 minutes into the game. I think she's got one shot. But she has impacted the game all over the place. Rebounds, steals, blocks, just like you said. Maldonado hits her second.
It's the same thing with the Bulls, actually, last game, too. Really, I felt one of the stars of the game was really Derek Grant. Didn't show, not necessarily on the points, but rebounds, just fighting underneath.
Ruddy and Baker with the turnaround, with the miss. Rebound.
You're right, Father Keith. Derek Grant's my guy. He's the lunch pail guy. Not a lot's going to show up on the stat sheet, but he makes big plays, big rebounds. Nice play there by Ransom.
Another steal. Oh, my Lord.
Ransom with 6.
Another turnover.
Another one showing Georgetown's got to be beyond excited for Ransom to show up.
Hoya's also on the bubble for the man at least.
There's Basler deep
for
three.
A long three. The miss.
Shot that ball from Woodbridge.
Baseline. Nice, Ransom.
Over to
ball movement.
24.
Steal by Ruddy.
Santana.
Oh, turns it right back over.
Okay, and once again, Serino has the ball, passes over to Paulini, back to Serino, now to Bednarik.
Camden Catholic looking to work a play here.
Calling the play over to Santana. Santana back to
Ooh,
Furtado.
This rebound, Herka, and there they go. There goes Ransom. Oh, what a move.
Hesitation. Wow. Those last two layups from Ransom, I mean, it looks easy if you're watching at home,
We're
but
going to get a TO.
man.
46.8 seconds left to play. And the Trojans lead 21-6.
What started this slow start so far for Camden Catholic is turning a little disastrous to get my plug in for all of those coming up in a few weeks at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Our drama department led by alumni Ms. Gossett, Mr. Cullinan, Mr. McCarthy. We even have alumni Miss Amy Kate Byrne coming back helping, Miss Penny, and hopefully a cameo by our own Vidge.
I'll give you a spoiler alert right there. If I was in, it would be a disaster, but I will not be making my Ali-like return to the ring.
Last weekend in March, first weekend in April, 70s disaster film, musical comedy. Always a great, fun time to be a part of. Check the website. Call into the school to Miss Gossett. Don't miss out on something that is sure to be nothing short of a disaster.
And you know it's not a disaster. Our sponsors. SportsParadise.net. If you want your latest STAHS gear, you go right on the website. That's SportsParadise.net. You go to the team store. Boom, STAH. All beautiful Nike, Under Armour stuff. Very, very well priced. They've been in business forever. They've got locations all over the place. Really, I'm wearing a Sports Paradise T-shirt. If you can see me, I'm waving at you right now.
Camden Catholic brings it in off the timeout. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 21-6 Trojans. Nice to the cutter. Nice ball movement right now by Camden Catholic.
Yeah, Paulini has the ball.
Just can't get the shot off though. The defense is recovering.
Back to Paulini. Paulini with Ruddy Honor.
Pull up three.
No good.
Just off.
So,
Trojans take control.
Here's what I would like to see here, and again, I'm no coach. I know that Trojans MO looks like they're going to hold for a last shot. Because I think these are great opportunities.
Yes.
If you ever get to a spot. 8 seconds to go. Oh, steal.
Stolen. Ransom's pet.
Stolen back.
Basler back with a steal. Out of bounds.
0.8 seconds left.
That's a catch and shoot opportunity.
Basler for three. Oh!
Had it lined up. Would have been good.
She says, oh, darn.
At the end of one, our score. 21 Trojans. Camden Catholic 6. Is anybody looking for a house? Vidge, you know of anybody looking for a house?
I don't know anybody personally looking for a house, but I know who I would tell them to go to if they were, and that would be Remax Realtor, Rocco LeBrace. STAHS/BGA alumni, Rocco LeBrace.
Give him a shout.
I would definitely give him a call. I know the number is sometimes on our keyboard, and unfortunately I don't have that number.
We're going to get to that for you.
But I'll get to it. You know I love my plugs if you've been listening to me.
We know.
I'm auditioning constantly. I'm sending these tapes to ESPN, News 12 New Jersey.
Well, Vidge, since we're doing plugs, what are you doing next Thursday night, Vidge?
Oh, next Thursday night is one of my favorite nights of the year. It's the Hoops for Heart game. We're going to have teachers versus teachers for the first time. Myself against Father Keith and Mr. Fiore's team. You're going to see students versus students. You're going to get all your favorite alumni coming back. And by the way, that Remax Realtor, Rocco LeBrace, his phone number that's his home number. I don't want to give his home number out.
Well,
yeah.
That's for Remax.
We definitely.
Trojans going to take it out to start the second quarter.
732-770-7690. If you're looking to make a move, give Rocco a call.
Ready turnover.
732-770-7690. I am sorry for stepping all over your call, Mr. Fiore.
Not a problem. Here we go. Camden Catholic off the steal. We're going to get a three-point attempt here. Good.
That's a big shot.
They needed something to stop the bleeding.
got 3 points. Maldonado's got 4 for a total of 9.
Oh, Ransom with the ball.
2-3 zone implemented by Camden Catholic.
Driving in, kicks it out to Boslett, over to Ruddy.
By the way, that number,
Ruddy for 3. Ransom with the big offensive board. Off the right side with the left.
Nice finish there by Ransom.
number 12, Bednarik has the ball for Camden Catholic.
Baker all over her. She picked up that dribble in the corner. Never want to do that.
No.
The drive.
Inside to
Good
Maldonado.
defense.
Misses the layup. There goes Ransom. Kicks it back out. Ruddy. Oh, we're going to travel.
By the way, that number again, even though I went to Remax's website to get it, is his Rocco's cell phone. His number is, though, 897-664-1500. I'm sure, I mean, it's on the Remax website. You can use the other one. But that number again is 897-664-1500.
Pull up for the foul line. Rebound.
Ooh, no foul call there.
Rocco, sorry if we gave out your home number by mistake if you're listening, but hey, if it gets you a sale, you can thank us later. Camden Catholic off the block.
Trojan's still trying to find a rhythm in the half court. Great transition team, just trying to find a rhythm in the half court offense. Half court defense is their specialty.
Drives right around Herka, but the kick out, tried to kick it out, but Ruddy was there for the steal.
Ruddy's smart to pull it up there. She had no numbers.
Boslett with the travel.
Wow. One of the fences, not like that.
I'm gonna have to agree with that fan. Looked like the ball was loose. She can't establish a pivot foot if the ball's still loose. But
Bednarik with the ball.
Drive. Baker playing some great defense right now. Oh, tried the inside pass, but Herka was there to steal. Ransom bringing it down. Nice ball movement.
A little too much, but it goes back to Ruddy.
Baker
nice finish there by
drives.
Baker.
You got the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
There you go.
Maldonado comes through.
Really?
We got a substitution. Number 35 going back in the game. Camden Catholic, take it out.
Number 23, Abby Pellini. He's going to inbound it into Dylan Serino, freshman.
Yes, oh, nice steal by Boslett over to Ransom with the left-handed layup.
Again, Boslett only 3 points. She's probably got to have about 5 or 6 assists already, a couple of steals.
Trojans up 27-9.
Bednarik with the ball. Passes back to 23. Nice dribble drive. Back down. Bednarik into the corner.
Defense is playing well right now. They're keeping them out. Short. Rebound Ransom. And she's off. Boslett. Good! For 3.
Looks like her spot. I wonder how many three-pointers she's made from that corner in her career here in this gym. She's playing the last game that she's ever going to play in high school in this gym.
No, according to Twitter, at least
For 3.
5.
To miss Ransom with another rebound. Drives the middle, kicks it over to Boslett. Misses the short jump. Camden Catholic back, looking a fast break. Inside with the layup.
And that was Lindsay Bednarik.
Got to get back on defense. Can't take naps.
Nice
Boslett
pass
to
from
Baker.
Ruddy. Nice
Sorry,
pass.
Ruddy to Baker.
And Herker was back on that, but it was just too much. Serino comes forward, passes it on to Bednarik. Bednarik dribble drive, over down to 24. Santana.
3. A little bit off. Ruddy comes down. From Boslett. Ransom at the top. With the left. She's a little confused on how that ball went in, Boslett, but it did. I mean, sorry. Ransom is a little confused on that ball. 3 minutes to go. 34-11.
It's still Wednesday. It's kind of hard to
The
believe.
Trojans. I got to do 2 games tonight, so I got to get some
Snark
snakes for 3.
over Sereno.
Another rebound, Ransom. No way to get a jump here. Should be green ball.
And Kelsey says, that's mine. Mine?
Juniors Melanie Malari and Sienna McQuiller checking in for Baker and Herka.
And on the other side, Annalise Santana comes out. And it looks like
It's like Freeze checking back in.
Susie, and then
So we were saying before, next week, Hoops for Heart, St. Thomas Aquinas, always doing a great job raising money and helping those. So come out for this great cause to help those with heart disease, cancer. We're going to get a 5-second, couldn't get the ball in bounds in 5
So
seconds.
Camden Catholic is going to press.
And it's going to work the first time.
caught him napping.
We're going to get a block, but it's going to be called a foul.
There wasn't any contact, but when you swing your arm like that, it's going to be a call.
So again, next Thursday, Hoops for Heart.
Yeah,
Over
look
the
out
last 11
for
years, thousands of dollars raised by this school for the American Heart Association.
Emma Boslett's first foul, team third. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to play.
And if you are familiar with the Basketball Comedy Classic Semi-Pro, one of the color commentators in this game may or may not be dressed in full Jackie Moon regalia next Thursday night.
And one of them may be dressed as Crawford Black.
Ransom off the rebound, kicks it out to Ruddy.
Cross court pass,
Cross-court,
dangerous.
Trojans keep possession.
And we may be wrestling a bear at halftime.
Possibly.
Or there might be a race between Sister Cindy and Sister Diane. You're going to have to pay to find out.
I think we're going to have our St. Thomas Aquinas futures at the game too.
Oh, we are.
And some of the children of teachers are going to be joining us. Off the steal, fast break, missed the layup. Put back though. Camden Catholic back on the board. 34-13 Trojans. Here comes the press.
For the Irish.
Ransom to Malari. Malari's going to shoot. We're going to get a jump. Emma comes in. Does a great job drawing that jump. Boslett in to Reddit. Boslett for 3. Good. You can't leave her that wide open.
Yeah, shot that one from a touch and it doesn't matter.
Well, you could leave her that open because you did. But
Nice move, but with the miss.
she's also going to make it.
Looks like we're going to get a foul here. On number 15. Got a nice 3-man ref crew for the States. Ready off the press. Over to Ransom. Drives with the left.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of contact there. Tough finish with the left hand for Ransom.
1:20 left. Trojans up 26. They've got nice movement.
Pass to Johnson.
Miss. Oh. Larry gets it in for Boslett. To Ruddy with the long pass. To McQuiller, couldn't handle the pass.
Up comes Serena. Nope, Bernard.
Ransom right back down court to McQuiller. Oh.
Foul on number 12, Lindsay Bernard.
52 seconds to go in the half.
Fourth team foul. answer first, although it looks like we're missing a foul somewhere, too. Maybe not.
That makes the first. So again, come out, join us March 12th. Sister Cindy and CSAC do a great job at this event. Where you get the travel.
I got pivot foot.
A couple steps.
Oh. Ransom in. To miss. Offensive board. We're going to get a jump.
That'll be Camden Catholic holding. Oh, and coming up is Rodon. Moves the ball. A little bit of a pick. The ball goes loose. Number 12.
That should be a backcourt.
Yeah, I would have thought
That
so.
should be.
That should be a backcourt too. Rodon.
Whoa.
And the basket.
That was an
Only
interesting
10
exchange
seconds
right
to
there.
go.
That was probably a carry.
That's when the ball's like good.
I think that was a makeup no call for the backcourt.
Yeah.
And at the end of the half, the score is 42-17. The Trojans. Got a little quick halftime recap, guys.
Yeah, leading score for the Trojans, Kelsey Ransom, 14 points, and then Baker and Boslett each with 11. And really the story's been their pressure on defense. Everything in the transition's been great. You know, a little bit spotty in the half court, but because they create so many turnovers, there are so many more fast break opportunities. So obviously it doesn't hurt. They scored 42 points in the half. It's a great half on both sides when you talk about offense and defense for the Lady Trojans.
And on the other side of the glass, we have Camden Catholic's leading scorer, Analia Maldonado, with 8 points. And then we have Lindsay Bednarik with 4, and Dylan Sorino, the freshman, with 3. And then Bednarik, Sorino, Maldonado, and Johnson all have 1 foul for the Irish.
And as always, St. Thomas Aquinas Lady Trojan basketball, I'm going to do it right this time, is brought to you by our sponsors. The first being Sports Paradise, which is South Jersey's leading team sporting goods retailer since 1975, with locations in Delran, Medford, and Harrisburg. Check out their catalog at sportsparadise.net. That's sportsparadise.net. And if you're looking to make a move, give RE/MAX Realtor Rocco LaBrace a call. He's dedicated to providing exceptional personalized service for all his clients buying and selling in central New Jersey. If you're looking to make a move, give Rocco a call at 897-664-1500. That's 897-664-1500.
Let me tell you, what a season to be a Trojan. Right, this winter, what do we have? We had a wrestling team won the most games, most matches in their history in the season.
Yep. You have two
guys going into Atlantic City for the States, Connor Doherty, Owen Disbrow. Our swimming team, and they were actually back-to-back division champs. Our swimming team had 11 girls make all division. I believe 5 of those made all county for swimming. Our runners, Leah Costa and Eleni Alvarez, keep dazzling and winning, running. And our lady and gentlemen Trojans, back-to-back division champs, the boys and girls, both undefeated, back-to-back seasons in their division. The girls Friday night beaten Monroe by 23 to win their second consecutive GMC County Championship. And the boys on Friday night, right after their girls game, 28 years later, since their first, the Trojan boys, since their last championship, have become the GMC County champions also by beating South Brunswick, I believe 63 to 52. So I got to say that we've had, Coach Tonzola was named District Coach of the Year for District 17. Quadri Adams and Kelsey Ransom were players of the game for the championship game.
Coach Miller, the swim coach.
Coach Miller, the swim coach, was coach of the year. Quadri Adams and Jaquan Harris made all division and all conference for basketball, and for the girls, Kelsey Ransom, I believe, and Emma Boslett made all division, all conference for the girls.
I believe it was the first time that both the boys and the girls won any GMC tournament.
I heard that. Yeah,
Yes, first time ever to both schools. The schools, boys and girls, won the same night.
I would have guessed maybe Piscataway back in the day, but that is quite a feat. I mean, talk about an incredible season, and we've got the spring sports season just a mere 48 hours away with softball, baseball, lacrosse, tennis, boys golf, boys and girls golf, and spring track all kicking off on Friday, and we're looking for that three-peat from our Lady Trojan softball team. 2 GMC titles in a row, going for number 3. Obviously, Coach Fiore is on staff there. Got to be very, very excited. I'm a member of the baseball coaching staff. A good mix of youth and experience this year, and I really think that the baseball team is going to surprise some people. So a lot to look forward to in the spring as well. And you got those 2 runners. They don't stop running. Nope. They're going to run in the spring too, and then they're going to run in the fall in cross country.
I was running.
So there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to Trojan athletics.
If you haven't made a decision yet, and your child, especially 7th grade, wants to come see, call down to our athletic department to Miss Wilton at extension 658. Set up freshman for a day. Come see the Trojan experience. Spend a day with a student. See what goes on here.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't know anybody, that's okay. Just if there's a sport that you're interested in, I like basketball, we will set you up and take you around with a basketball player for the day. I like, get the experience to be here with one of our students that what we feel is going to be the best example we can share. It really is. I've never had somebody not have a good experience.
Yeah, I was impressed the last, just 2 days ago. I had a freshman for a day in one of my classes. He was answering more questions than my students.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
And you can start checking the website too, even if a chance for your child's coming to the school or is interested this summer. Summer camps that go on here throughout the summer. Baseball, basketball, softball, wrestling. There are chances here to meet coaches. If you're a potential student, meet students before you get here, and also another way to see the school. We do have a summer enrichment program too.
And if you want to start a summer camp, come and tell us. Maybe we'd be interested in doing that.
Volleyball camp, I believe?
Yeah, volleyball.
I'd love to start a highlight camp.
I think you'd have to go to Connecticut. I think it's only legal in Connecticut and Florida.
Yeah. Just always remember in Spanish class. Yeah. Turning out.
So it's getting exciting around here to be a Trojan.
I also want to start the Trojan curling team too.
I think they have a place in South Plainfield.
They do.
That you can go curl.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So as we got 3 minutes to go, maybe we can preview the boys' game. We'll get the stats in front of you a little bit later.
I was watching Friday night, I'll tell you.
You're watching the game on Friday.
Yeah. Derek Grant, he had like 6-7 blocks, but they weren't blocks. They were like watching NBA blocks. He was throwing stuff into the stands. He was just all over. And he didn't have tons of points. I think he finished with like 10 or 12. But they weren't coming in the paint much. They took their game. They were not coming at him too much.
That's my guy. I obviously I'm impartial. I'm a member of the STA staff here, but Derek Grant is my guy. As Quadri comes over here, he's in my class. Quadri's going to join us. We were just singing the praises, Quadri, of your teammate Derek Grant. I was just saying he is my favorite SDAHS Trojan, even though you are in my 8th period class. How do you feel going into your big first round game against a perennial state powerhouse in CBA?
Well, obviously, this is just a win-or-go-home mentality for us. So me and my teammates, we're just planning on, leaving it all out there on the court each and every game. Like my coach says, we just got to take it one game at a time. This is a 4-step process, and I mean, I think we're ready to do that. We've been practicing. We had really good practices this entire week, so it's going to be really good momentum going into this game. I'm very excited.
What do you see as the difference? You won the county, so congrats.
Thank you.
Your MVP of the game,
Yes,
throwing
sir.
it down. You got the crowd going, running into the crowd after the game was over.
Yes, sir.
What do you see as the difference between this year's team and last year's team?
Honestly, just the togetherness, like the camaraderie, like amongst each other. Like, these guys are really my brothers. I mean, honestly speaking, I couldn't really say that last year. Like, I was always looking over my back, like, making sure the next guy wasn't, coming for me or, like, had any ill intentions behind my back. I mean, these guys, like, I'll do just about anything for these guys, honestly. And I know they'll do the same for me, so just knowing that take us much longer than, what we did last year.
You guys are peaking at the right time. I don't think you've lost since, I don't even know the last time you lost. December, maybe?
Yeah, like 15 games, 16 games, something like that. Yeah, we're definitely rolling. I mean, we're just going to keep it going. Like my coach says, defense travels, and, like, we're a much different team when we decide to really lock in and just play defense. So,
what do you think Coach Turco, how's Coach Turco helped you guys? What has he brought to the table?
I mean, he's definitely, once again, he's definitely preached that, although we're an offensive powerhouse, defense obviously has to come first. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the team with the most points, but it's really like the team who doesn't score as much.
And I was saying, I thought that was the best team game I've seen you guys play Friday night. That was
absolutely
tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were really together. I mean, there was a lot of momentum going into that game, First time being in the county championship in, what was it, 1996, something like that?
92.
So, I mean, yeah, we were definitely, fired up going into that game to do what we had to do. Couldn't have played, honestly, any better. Like, that was an amazing game.
Nice. Anything else, Vidge?
No, well, Quadri, it looks like you guys are going down into the locker room to get ready. We want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you,
We want to wish you the best of luck in this state championship run. You're
Wake Forest is a lucky school right now.
Absolutely. Good luck, Quadri. Second half about to start.
And coming back on with us is the priest, the Padre, Father Keith.
Yeah, we try to get you some great highlights, some great interviews.
6 guys on the court, blow the whistle. 6 guys.
Whoa.
Coach Rocky decided to run on the court and be the 6th man.
I haven't seen Coach Rocky move that fast since the last practice.
And speaking of Coach Rocky, like we always say, he's done a great job with our silent partner to my left here, Prof, making this all possible for us to be here online, being able to do this for live stream to bring this exciting action.
I hope you all noticed our new sign.
And you may not think Prof says a lot, but he does a lot of head shaking to give us the details.
Did you see the new sign?
I did. I really liked it.
Just a few words.
I did. It's an excellent sign.
It's got cup holders.
I know. It's got buttons. It looks like it's modern.
Yeah.
Trinity
Upton
just came by. We hope to see you.
Inside.
Basler with the block.
Maldonado got blocked. Gets back to Sereno. Sereno passes it over to number 23, Parini.
Drives in the baseline. Nice move. Gotta cut that off.
It's a fun name to say.
And this is what we want to look for: success in the half court from the Lady Trojan offense.
That's it, Ruddy. Nice ball movement. Ruddy to Baker, to Herka. That like Tinker to Everett's chance for the basket. 44-19. Trojans. Baker on the steal, but she stepped out of bounds.
And stay with us. I'm not sure if it's going to be after the game or halftime, but we'll have Emma Bossett come in and talk to us. Hopefully Kelsey as well. We'll try to bring you the best of Trojan country.
And as I survey the student section, apparently it's beach theme night.
Hawaiian
night.
Hawaiian night.
Theme night. And we're going to get a steal.
Baker, Ruddy pulls up. And this rebound, Boslett. To Ruddy, back to Ruddy for 3. Nope. Rebound, Camden Catholic. Ruddy went for a steal, miss, and here they go on the move.
Forward up to Nadandi. Nadandi passes over to number 15.
For 3.
Madando.
Rebound, Baker.
With
With the pass. With the cutoff. to
does
miss the
not roll in
layup.
for Maldonado.
You know, they're having sparks, but they are, you know, shooting themselves in the foot with some of these misses. Ruddy misses the three. Rebound Baker to Ransom.
The touchdown maker.
And we're going to get the foul for two.
Number 15, Analia Maldonado with the foul. Her second, team first of the half. Kelsey Ransom, line left, shooting two. Actually, for you, it'd be line left. Ransom missed the first.
Boslett at the offensive, back to Ransom, and she's going to get another chance at this.
Another foul on Maldonado, her third, team second. That's better. She looks over at Coach, has a little smile. Second rebound, Camden Catholic. Drive with the miss, rebound Baker. Trapper with the steal in the corner. Missed the three. Perker with the rebound. Ransom on the 3-on-2 to Ruddy. Pulls it back out, can't get it up.
Trojans going to reset here.
Oh, they do. Look at the top of the front. Love that fight.
Yeah.
It's good to see. You know, you're up by a lot, but you don't want to lose that passion, that desire for the ball. Oh,
big block by Boslett.
That desire for the ball. Rebound, no Catholic. Maldonado's probably going to have nightmares about that. Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Annalise Santana. Boslett bringing it down to Ransom. Ransom over to Ruddy. With the miss. Rebound, Boslett. Perker, we're going to foul for. Perker at the line to shoot two. Foul also on number 15. Analia Maldonado, her fourth. And they're going to quickly go to Lindsay Bernard.
The thing with this tournament, and Vic, you can attest with football and baseball, you know, winning the counties, being undefeated in division, really undefeated in the county. But the Trojans are a 6th seed in this state bracket.
Right. And it really is murderers row. I mean, I think St. John Vianney is the 2 seed in the bracket, and I think they're the number 1 overall team in the state.
Right.
And, you know, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves or anything like that, but I mean that's the matchup. That was a tough loss for the Trojans last year. They're chomping at the bit to get another shot at the Lancers.
And you'll attest to that, like football season, knowing you got that division, and then when you go to that state bracket, it's almost like some of these teams are playing are like college teams.
Yeah.
Offensive board, we're going to put it back, rebound Herka.
When it comes to football in the Catholic school playoffs, you're not only playing the top 3 or 4 teams in the state, you're playing top 20 teams in the nation, and you've got to play them week after week after week.
Oh, that foul a little late after the girl got past her.
Well, and especially St. John Vianney, one of those things that not only did we lose to them in basketball, but I believe we also lost them in softball.
Right, this is a softball season there, fella.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, it's one of those things that we really want to be able to beat them.
With the drive. Boslett gets fouled at the outlet pass to Baker.
It's almost softball season.
It's almost Friday. Spring sports opening day.
So, you know, you're going to lose an hour this week. So you might as well go out swinging by watching Trojan soccer.
Roddy will bring it down. Ransom, Herker got her up, drove the baseline, but blocked.
Number 3, Susie Adandi's been really good on the defensive end for Camden Catholic.
So here's the question.
A lot of ball movement there. Offensive board, Ransom, off the miss by Bob.
So the question
Get a
is,
foul.
you said it yourself, it's not softball season, right? Going to make sure that Megan shows up to play softball on Friday? If she's got a game down in Bishop Eustace.
They win, not allowed yet.
No.
Ransom to the line, shoot 2.
Number 34, Ebony Arvello, freshman, comes in for Camden Catholic. Taking a seat, I believe, was Bernard. Nope, Serena.
Makes both. We're going to get an offensive foul here. Move and pick. Looks like it'll be Trojan ball.
That is the 5th team foul.
Mr. Fiore, does anybody even try to pitch to Megan Herker?
You know what? She was walked 37 times.
Intentionally.
Yes.
In a row?
And that's not even
No, I think the
pitching around.
stretch for 3, Ruddy.
Ruddy needed that.
I think the stretch at one time, I believe, was 16 in a row. Where there were 3 games where nobody threw her a pitch. And I try to keep my composure because, you know, to me it's a kid's game.
Yeah.
You get walking them when there's situations and stuff.
Right.
But just to walk the starting inning to show something.
Yeah, I remember one time, like, the team was up 3-0.
Drives the lane. Nice move with the left. Number 12.
The team was up 3-0. It was the bottom of the first. You're already up. The worst you could do is hit a home run. And they still walked it.
Oh,
No
no
contact.
call.
No foul there.
No contact. Osler drove for 3.
Ooh, Andy banks
Ball
it
bank.
in.
52-27. Minute 57 seconds left to play in the second or third quarter.
Perkins to Ruddy. Ruddy blocked out of bounds. That was a nice pass in.
I kind of agree with the coach there. Thought that might have been a walk.
Boston with the miss. Rebound Camden Catholic. Rebound. She's got to have a lot of rebounds today. Nice pass to Baker. Nice block.
That block was brought to you by the Wagon Queen Family Truckster. Going on her long vacation? Get the Family Truckster.
Camden Catholic keeps control of the ball. Juan Harris just walked by. I thought he was checking in for a minute. I was about to say, well, again,
It's okay.
pull up. No,
See if they
rebound
notice.
Bosley.
I'd like to see here as the Trojans kind of sputtered on offense the last 5 minutes. I'd like to see either Ransom or Boslick just try to create a shot.
Bosley to Herka. Just missed.
Rebound by Arvello. Arvello now
Eddie and Bosley putting the pressure on.
trying to
They
pressure
got
the
it.
freshman. And gets it over to Santana, who
Left
gets it
somebody
over
wide
to
open.
Bednarik.
miss.
Nope.
Offensive board.
Pass over to Carly O'Callahan.
Rebound Baker.
15 seconds to go. Less than 10 seconds to go. 52-27 Trojans.
I missed it earlier, but apparently Carly O'Callahan had come in for the Irish.
Wow.
I figured I'd like to say that name over and over and over again with the luck of the Irish.
3 seconds left. Oh, they let it shoot. Miss. And that's the end of the third with our score. Camden Catholic 27. Your Lady Trojans 52.
I'll tell you what's interesting. You know, it's a 25-point game going into the fourth quarter. And it shows you the level that
Trinity.
the Lady Trojans are used to playing. Starting five is not happy with the way that third quarter. And to be honest, they should be, because that probably was a lackluster by their standards quarter, offensively especially. So, as a coach, I like to see that. You know, Coach Griffin's motivating them, just trying to tell them to play their game, but each individual is frustrated with the way that third quarter went. You know, the game's not going to change, I mean, unless we get a miracle run. But they understand that for them to advance and them to go better, they need to bring their A game, and weren't happy that they didn't have their A game in the third quarter. Had it in the first quarter, had it in the second quarter.
And you cannot take a quarter off as you move on with this bracket. Only 9 points, I believe, scored that quarter. You cannot take a quarter off as we move on in this bracket. Camden Catholic ball. Missing the Trojans right now.
And this is always a sad part for me, you know. And you kind of get in the counties too, but you realize that this is the last game for Camden Catholic. And so for seniors like Abby Polini, Annalise Santana, actually that's it, only two of them. But it's their last game, and that's got to be hard. You never want to go out with a loss, but, you know, playing their heart out.
Absolutely.
And Camden Catholic has Catholic for 3. Looks like a solid future.
Another rebound,
A
Ransom.
lot of young kids playing.
On the other end for the Trojans, too, the last home game for some of these seniors that have been here, especially Boslett, Megan Herka. Hopefully we'll see Trinity Upton. We've been here for 4 years. You know, this is their last, varsity home game. Boslett with the rebound. This is going to be the last home game. We have 5 seniors.
I believe that is Carly O'Callahan.
Kelsey Ransom, Madison Ruddy,
In a bunch of pain.
Emma Boslett, Megan Herka, and Trinity Upton. This is their last home game on this court.
Trainer Sammy's out there with her. And hopefully soon she'll feel right as rain.
Everything looks to be okay. It's always a good thing. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. She has nothing off, being helped by our trainer and coach.
And she is in a lot of pain.
We just hope that
Say a
all is
prayer for
okay
her.
And Camden Catholic will be taking it. Defense doing a great job. Thought that was going to be a little travel, but another rebound, Ransom. Is there any way we could get a total?
Total of what?
I how many rebounds
Oh, no.
Ransom has for them?
You have to ask down.
Drives in, misses, but fouled. Ransom will be on the line to shoot 2.
I mean, she averages 8 a game. She's definitely over that, and she's definitely into double digits.
Ransom makes one. Trojans up 53-27. Ransom was able to recover, which
Arvello with the over to Sereno.
Oh, no, another offensive board.
Sorry, my bad.
Camden Catholic's going to press.
Ransom was the only one that recovered on this foul shot. Nice pass, Baker. Herka for the layup.
Bernard with the dribble drive over to 24 and Santana. Santana over to Arvello. Loses the dribble, fighting for the ball.
Jump
ball.
Trojan ball.
This change of possession brought to you by Shamrock Meats Incorporated. Need to go into a meat locker, fight some meat? Check out Shamrock Meats.
Here we go. Ransom. Nice ball movement. Wow. Whoa! Great ball movement.
Very crisp passing. Everybody on the floor there touched the ball.
Trojans up 29.
Nice shot. I missed it.
23.
Number 23, Abby Polini with senior shooting the hit with 3. And it is 58-32 Trojans. Over to Kaya.
For 3.
Good. Now they're starting to hit their shots.
It's like a game of anything you can do, I can do.
And I'll tell you what, when,
Anything going back.
when you press the Trojans, I think you're doing them a favor.
Oh, yeah.
Because it forces them to play up tempo, and that's the way they want to play.
Yeah, they kind of like rolled it sleep for a while.
Just off.
They want to go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's not much you can do there. It's a fourth quarter. You have to do it, but
Baker into Herka. Herka with some kind of move. Into Ransom. Ransom to Baker to Ruddy.
A lot of no-look passes.
Bosler for 3. Oh, nice.
Here comes Sereno forward, driving the ball up.
Move.
Nice move by Dylan Sereno.
4 minutes to go. Trojans up 27.
Freshman has 5 points.
and I saw an article on NJ.com. There was a clamoring in high school basketball in New Jersey for a shot clock.
Yes.
What would you guys think about that?
I think it's, I don't know if it's necessary because most of the games that I've seen, I haven't really seen people wasting that time.
Rebound.
Most of the time they want to push it.
Here comes Ransom.
Ooh, that's
With
good.
the left-handed layup.
The Upton's going to check in.
Let's hear it for the senior who's going to be entering in on her last home game. Here comes Bosler. Bosler to Baker, ready for another 3. The miss. Trojans getting ready for a wholesale change.
Layup.
She's going to take a timeout to get her subs in.
And we got Malari, Queller, Geiger, Upton,
So what do you think, Mr. Fiore? Shot clock, high school basketball in New Jersey, yes or no?
I'm going to say yes.
I think it would definitely benefit
Move the game. I think it'll.
both teams, like our women's and men's basketball teams, because they both want to push the ball and score as many points as possible. There have been situations I've seen, especially in the smaller schools, where they get like a 4-point lead and they try to hold the ball for 3 minutes. I think that would prevent that.
Yeah, I'm a proponent of. I don't know if it's necessary. I don't see it that often, but there we go.
A whole new 5 in for the Trojans.
And the other one that I didn't get in was Haley Thompson.
There's our 5th senior, Trinity Upton, entering the game.
And here comes Bednarik. Keep doing that. 12 and 13 look.
Off the steal with the
similar.
layup. Trojans up 28.
Bednarik with 10 points.
Nice pass. Upton, McCullough out. He's going to bring it out.
Tough defense by Sereno.
Upton. Shot that one lined up.
Sereno pushing the ball forward. Passes over to Santana. Santana back to Sereno. Akiduna, Bednarik. Down to Paulini. Paulini. Now it's Sereno. Back to Maldonado. And the 3-point basket for Paulini. Happy Paulini.
Thompson will bring it up.
66-40.
Nice ball movement.
A foul.
Good defense by Sereno. She passes it forward.
Got to get back on defense.
Good.
With the miss though.
Pauline.
Geiger with the drive. And the layup. Minute to go. Trojans up 27. With the rebound. Comes Malari dribbling down to Geiger. Rebound McCullough off the miss. Upton with the drive, kicks it out. That's
Gonna be it.
Final score, yours, St. Thomas Aquinas Trojans 68, Camden Catholic Irish 41. And St. Thomas Aquinas will move on to the game on Friday.
going to now be on the road the rest of the.
Yes, they will.
Got a little end game recap here.
Yeah, the Trojans were led by Kelsey Ransom, 22 points. Really good game. Got to the line a bunch. She was 6 out of 9 from the line. Kaya Baker, the junior, was 14. And Emma Boslett on a pretty quiet shooting night. Didn't really take a lot of shots, 11 points. And, takeaway from the Trojans, it's pretty impressive to win a state game, even in round 1 by 27 points, but Emma Boslett only scored 11. Father, what do we have from Camden Catholic?
Camden Catholic was led by number 12, Lindsay Bednarik, with 10 points, and number 15, Analia Maldonado, also with 10 points. And then Abby Paulini in her last game as a senior with 8 points.
Trojans moving on to the non-public A South quarterfinals, where they'll be taking on the
Bishop Eustace, yes, I believe it's Friday night.
believe
Saturday.
it is too. I think it's
And then the winner would probably, we don't want to assume, but the winner would probably go on to play St. John Vianney. Just like in this game, the upcoming game, the boys' game, the winner of the STA CBA game would move on to play very highly ranked in the state and number 2 seeded in South Non-Public A, Camden Catholic, with the winner to go on to play more than likely the winner of a game between the number 3 seed St. Joe's and Metuchen and I believe the number 7 seed or 8 seed Red Bank Catholic. Not a knock on our neighbors down the street. I happen to know some of the football coaches at Red Bank Catholic. I'm predicting an upset for Red Bank Catholic. I know we'd all like that St. Thomas Aquinas, St. Joe's matchup. If St. Thomas Aquinas was able to beat Camden Catholic, I don't see it coming. That's just my expert opinion as a broadcast journalist.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Yeah.
Wait, you get paid for this?
Oh, yeah. They pay me in
Cheetos.
Yeah. But as we get ready for STA CBA, just a little bit of background about the Christian Brothers Academy. One of, if not the most storied programs in the Shore Conference. And the Shore Conference is a legitimate conference in all sports. You know it from women's sports, boys sports. It is a legitimate conference. I remember back in the day, 2 very famous Rutgers players, happen to be brothers, came from CBA. Father Keith, any idea?
Yes, I do. Would that be the Billett brothers?
That would be Jeff and Todd Billett. Very, very good. And CBA, once coached by another New Jersey basketball legend, Danny Hurley.
Yes.
Of the Hurley family, is now coaching big-time Division I college basketball. So this is a storied program. A program with a win over St. Joe's and Metuchen this year. So I'm sure the Trojans are ready. They're prepared. And I'm really looking forward to a really interesting game if CBA gets here, because I don't think they're here yet.
Like I said, yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're not set to tip for another, half hour?
Yeah, we're going to take a break in a little bit.
Yeah, well, we might still talk to you. Okay. If you're still watching,
Might not be on anymore.
So,
who knows?
are we on? All right, so just to recap in the women's game, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention our sponsors one more time. STA Lady Trojans moving on to the quarterfinals of Non-Public A South. We'd like to thank our sponsors, first being Sports Paradise, which is South Jersey's leading sporting good retailer since 1975 with locations in Delran, Medford, and Harrisburg. Check out their catalog at sportsparadise.net. That's sportsparadise.net. RE/MAX Realtor Rocco LaBrace is dedicated to providing exceptional personalized service for all of his clients buying and selling in central New Jersey. If you're looking to make a move, give Rocco a call at 897-664-1500. It's 897-664-1500. And as always, join us 8 days from tonight. Probably the last time we'll be going live in this gym until next year for the Hoops for Heart. All your favorite characters will be doing commentary. We'll be playing basketball. It's really, really a great cause. Come on out. It's all the money goes to the American Heart Association. It's really, really a fun night and a great cause, and it's something that I know I'm very proud to be part of, and I know my colleagues to my left are very, very proud to be a part of. And my basketball playing will certainly be a disaster. And we have got to let you know that late March, 27th, 28th, and 29th, and then the next weekend, April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, comes Disaster the Musical. And if you know anything about the STA/BGA community, you know when we do a musical, we do it right.
It's filled with music.
It is filled with music, and it's filled with young men and young women who have talent that I can't even begin to understand. The CBA makes their way into the gym. Really awesome pinstripe warm-up pants, by the way. But come on out to see Disaster the Musical. You will not be disappointed. It's going to be a great show. Really look forward to what Miss Gossett and Mr. Cullinan and Miss Penny and Mr. McCarthy have put together there. So those are our sponsors as we get ready for game number 2 in this playoff doubleheader. Coming up very shortly will be the St. Thomas Aquinas Trojans, the 7 seed in Non-Public A South, taking on the 10 seed, the traveling Christian Brothers Academy from Middletown, New Jersey. It's going to be a good one here in Edison.
We'll take a short break.
Yeah, we'll be back in a little while. Maybe
Go get yourself a churro, maybe some Wendy's breakfast.
Yeah. McDonald's gave out free Egg McMuffins because they were so worried about Wendy's breakfast.
I missed it.
All right. Well, Fitch here. I'm going to take a break.
I think we all are seeing a little while for game number 2. God bless.
Sometimes I'll just talk to myself.